This was the wet second half to the race because things had changed right around, and it was a 6-lap sprint for the boys. And as they surged down to the first turn, it was Taz Taylor who bravely took advantage from his great rival and championship leader Scott Derue. Conditions far from straightforward from these lads. Danny Sayers in third place. Scott Derue already looking at his feet, keen to find a way past his rival on KTM, and he does so by riding cleanly round the outside of Taz, and obviously relishing the very wet conditions more than the young Englishman. The experienced Dutchman begins to pull away. The battle behind includes this kid Josh Owens, looking to establish himself as the new 125 GP champion in succession to Ed Rendell. And where the drier part of the track is, Taz Taylor is able to ignite the Ryan Saxelby KTM and closes up on the final lap until that happens to him, almost within sight of the flag. The frustrated Taz Taylor crashes and leaves this lad, Scott Derue, free to win on home turf in Assen. It's a splendid Dutch victory in the north of the Netherlands. Scott Derue 59 points clear now in that championship. Ed Rendell finishes second. He has now, however, moments later been deposed as 125 GP champion by Josh Owens. The prospective Moto3 champion, though, is former Grand Prix rider Scott Derue. And although he can't wheelie, this kid is the 125 champ.
8 laps then for the Ducati TriOptions race here in the sunshine at Assen, getting this meeting off to a fantastic start. And it was always going to be a tough race with only 6 points separating the top 3 of the table. Runner-up yesterday, Rob Guyver, number 13, hit the front from the outset, but he knew he'd come under pressure from Robbie Brown, who by his standards had a sluggish start. It was Leon Morris, the number 2 rider, championship leader, who slotted into second place and made good running, pulling Phil Atkinson with him. And also Greg Gilfillan, riding number 94, got up to third and looked very strong in the early part of the race. But it wouldn't be long before the number 43, Robbie Brown, made his presence felt, and did he. He pushed through. He desperately needs the points because he had such a good victory yesterday, wanted another 25 points today, and Robbie Brown then, once he hit the front, dragging Leon Morris with him, and it was all down to the end when Rob Guyver survived a nasty scare with a back marker taking the handlebar off the number 13 bike. Mercifully, he made it onto the track without collecting anyone, but miracle upon miracle, he did not drop it with the handlebar missing. Robbie Brown then marches on to close the championship lead to just 1 solitary point. Wow, great stuff. A reduced distance 8-lap race, but it's a long way around here, 2.8 miles of the Assen circuit, and from the outset, Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charlwood had a fantastic charge to the front. Benny Stroyer challenged them, but Stevens and Charlwood swept imperiously around the outside to grab the lead. But coming from 6th, Tim Reeves and Greg Clues on the number 77 Janusz Remzi Yamaha made a fist of it, and did they. They got past Benny Stroyer and very soon got their heads down and set after the race leaders. And then we had a 4-man scrap. Once Tim Reeves and Greg Clues got in front, Ricky Stevens did not let go. In fact, reclaimed the lead at half distance. Reeves, though not to be outdone, just kept charging back as he always does. He's a hard racer. The presence of mind of Ryan Charlwood to move his hand, avoiding crushed fingers, but Reeves was again in front. That Yamaha going a lot better than I thought a cross-bearing Yamaha would in a sidecar outfit. Tim Reeves, though, could ride a wheelbarrow. And Benny Stroyer and Gert Kutz assumed control, only to find that Tim Reeves had a mechanical problem. Very shortly afterwards, he indicated that by putting up his hand. Andy Peach moved gleefully into the runner-up spot to claim second place on the podium. But the victory here, and a popular victory it was from the Dutch grandstand, went to Benny Stroyer and Gert Kutz, with Andy Peach and Ricky Stevens completing the podium. A local victory. The next races come from Silverstone.